Alright, so I'm going to draw up the hump, meaning I'm just going to focus on the top portion, and even the bottom is not centered yet. You just focus the top, so it doesn't matter if the bottom is centered or not. So let me show you a few tips. First, if you want to throw up the hump, my suggestion for you is you pinch the clay for the amount. This is about 1.5 pounds, I think. And making the shape like a donut, meaning the base is a bit smaller and the top a little bit bigger, like the donut. Okay, when you open the door, the donut. And then when you cut it off, because this part is smaller, so it's very easy for you to get your 2 fingers underneath, insert underneath, and like a scissors, and you can pick it up easily. Okay, that's why if you do this, it will be a lot more easier versus if you have it straight, then you try to squeeze it in. Sometimes your part is altered and deformed. So make sure that when you are throwing up the hump, this is a very good tip for you. And when you drill, you can leave the base a bit thicker. That's okay, because it's adjustable when you are ready to trim. So usually when I'm deciding how deep I'm going to open it, I have my outside finger on the outside and measure that. Make sure that the level of the finger is lower than the inside, the deepest part. Okay, so you can make a mark there. So that's good. So that when you cut, you don't accidentally cut in the hole there, that you don't leave enough clay. If you leave it thicker, it's adjustable. If you cut it not enough, then you're gonna cut a hole there. So make sure that you have a finger to measure it. Right, so after carefully shaping it, now I'm ready to cut it off the hump. For easier to cut it off, usually I don't use the wire to just go through like that, because it's very hard to find your hand is level when you cut it. And also you don't know if you're going to cut it from low to higher or higher to low point. So it's hard to cut it flat. So the thing we use for cutting the small object from up the hump is using a cotton wire. Okay, this is the cotton wire. cotton string. So you are going to just let go of the cotton string once you go in there, and while the wheel spinning, the string will create a loop, and then you pull from the loop and you will be able to cut it off. Okay, let me do the demonstration. And for beginner, when you start to learn cutting off the hump with the string, let me give you a tip. Get a wooden knife and do undercut. Okay, maybe cut in maybe half an inch deep from where you're going to cut it. Like here is where I'm going to cut it. So I am using my wooden knife to make an undercut about half an inch deep. Okay, that way when you insert your string, it's going to go underneath of the little groove. Okay, and also when you are using the string to cut it, okay, just find enough length. You don't want to use it too much. Okay, if you have too much, you might go a couple times around it, so you won't be able to cut it even. Okay, so just find enough, maybe about two, okay, twice the diameter of that is the maximum. Okay, so this is the diameter, about twice, and that should be enough. Okay, you don't want to use the whole string. Okay, that's too long. Okay, shorter one, and then you want to type a loop here. Okay, from the top angle, see that the string is crossed over, and then your thumb is compressing it so that the string doesn't, when you are cutting it, there is a little resistance. And if you don't do it, sometimes the string go off your fingers. So that's why you want to type a loop here. Okay, and then stretch it. Okay, when you are ready to cut it, stretch your string to make it straight. Okay, and then while the wheel is spinning, you don't need to spin very fast. Okay, while the wheel is spinning, you kind of place the string right there on the groove that I just cut with the wooden knife. Okay, so put it there, and then my left hand is going to hold the string from this angle. Okay, and then I am going move to here, maybe to about 6-7 o'clock. Then I will let go of my left hand, so that while the wheel is spinning, the string is creating a loop, and then you are going to pull the trigger using the right hand. You pull the string level. Okay, if you pull up or you pull down, you won't be able to cut it flat. Okay, so that's the skill. Let me do it. Insert, let go of my left hand and pull with my right hand level. Okay, and let the wheel spin when you're ready to pick it up. And I told you that there's a little knob there. You make a door knob, so this is easier for your finger to fit underneath and pick it up without any trouble and without deform your shape. You see that the rims still stay quite well. Okay, so that's the tip for cutting it up the hump. So let me show you the string. When I'm inserted here, while the wheel is spinning right here, and then I'm letting go of my left hand. Okay, now while the wheel is spinning, and you see that it's kind of create a loop, and I pull the trigger, pull my right hand level. Okay, that's how you cut it off the hump. Practice, okay, practice. And make sure that your base, you see that this is my base, it's kind of small. Okay, so it's easy to lift it up. Let me do one more time without anything on top. Just go with. So So I'm using my wooden knife to cut a little indentation, little groove there. Holding the string on my finger, stretch, okay? So the string is straight. And let the wheel spin and slowly insert my string, let go, and pull my right hand. Okay, you have to let go so that you create a loop. Okay, if you don't go create a loop, you just pull the string. If you pull it too fast, too early, you won't be able to cut it. Okay, so you have to go, let it go around here to maybe 7 o'clock. So the string is keep on going and create a loop, and then you pull. Okay, so that's how you cut it. Okay, so that's the cutting up the hump. I hope this trick helped. And the reason why you want to do that is you don't bother to get smaller pieces all together. You prepare just a big chunk of clay, and then once you're done, you cut it and remove it, and done, you gotta remove it. So this is more for production. People want to make a lot of little things at a time. You do that. Otherwise, you can just put it on the bed and then throw your smaller one.